Good morning, guys. Welcome to Fighting Doc. So today we're gonna try to, separate categorical variable from quantitative variable. So let's talk about categorical. In categorical, what we see characteristic. Okay, it's characteristic. So it's characterized. So categorical variable are variable that characterize. It should be characterize the variable, and then we can say descriptions, describe. Okay, characterize the variable. You can describe, if you describe the variable. And then what else? Identifications. It should be identify the variable. So those are categorical variable. Most of the time they are not number. They are trying to identify the variable. There is a verb. It's like qualifications. It's qualitative. We can say that also. Categorical, it's qualitative. It's give a quality to the variable. It's qualitative. Okay, it's give a quality. And we can talk about also. So it's qualitative. So that help you identify the variable. But most of the time, it's not a numerical variable. It's not number. While quantitative variable, it's a number. Definitely, it's numerical. So I'm talking about quantitative variable. It's numerical. Numerical. So most of the time, so most of the time, with quantitative variable, we're trying to find the average, stuff like that. We're trying to find the average. I'm talking about quantitative, quantitative. Excuse me. It's quantitative variable. Quantitative variable. Okay, so it's numerical. We're trying to find the average, and then we do one quantitative variable. We see most of the time we try to do arithmetic operations. Okay, we're trying to add them, stuff like that. But qualitative variable, it's we don't do operation on them. So we got in front of us different variable. Example, name. Those are simple variable. I understand. Can we try to find average name, make addition with name? So that's qualitative. That try to identify. So that identification. So this is a categorical variable. Okay, this one, the name. What about the sex? Sex. Sex. It's cat descriptions. Okay, it's trying to identify. It's qualitative variable. And what about this one, which is this is the age. Excuse. This is the age. What about the age? So we need to put this is the age. Okay, age. This is for age. Okay, excuse us. This is for account number. Account number. And this is for the height. Okay, height. So what about the age? Like 43 years old, 18 years old, 53 years old. This is definitely a quantitative variable because we can try to find the average age of them, and then we can try to add them. This is a quantitative variable. Every time you are looking for the average, and then you try to add them, make addition, or so that's a quantitative variable. And color, color, it's descriptions, it's identification. So that's a categorical variable. What about the account number? We might think account number a quantitative variable, right? A quantitative variable because we see number. But guess what? Account number, understand? Can I find the average account number? Does that make sense to find the average of account number? Account number, it's an identification. So we try to just identify. So it's an identification. So, when you got an account number, they is try to identify which account. So you can this, okay, this is this account, but that doesn't give a value. Understand? Let's say a numerical value, exactly, to say when that's mean. I understand you can try to compare to say this account is bigger than this account. You understand? So this number doesn't mean one account is bigger than one. That's not the point here. The point is not say which account is bigger, this value. Oh, you understand? So that's a qualitative variable, even though we got numerical a digit number here. We got some digit number. That's a qualitative. That's a categorical a variable. What about the height? Height, understand height. We can try to find the average height. Okay, so that's definitely a quantitative variable. That's the way you should understand it. Okay, so again, a categorical, every time you try to characterize, describe, identify, they call it qualitative. Qualitative, you define qualifications of the variable, identifications. This is categorical, okay? That's why account number, it's an identification, because this number doesn't say this is bigger than this one. That's not the point. It try only to identify, but this number for the height is say this is bigger than this one, because I know this person. When I can compare them, make a comparison between those two in terms of value, say which one is bigger, which one is less. So every time I can make a comparison telling which one is bigger, which one is less, I can try to find an average between them. So at that point, I say this is a quantitative variable. Okay, I hope that when doing statistics, that help you understand really how to make the difference between categorical variable and quantitative variable. So subscribe to my channel if you need more video like that. I'm here to help you, and see you for my next video.